Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
You often implement agreement statuses set up recruiting. This is something different. In this requirement, they are asking you to create the offer acceptance rate. It means that how many candidates have accepted the offer. That is what they need. I looked in my tenant. They have offer process time by step, but they do not have any offer accepted report. There would be something in the community, I think. Definitely in community. Community works on weekend, we can try. No, it doesn't. What you need to configure. Let me just give you an idea. You're going to create an advanced report. And data source. Let me check also if something is there. Remove this optimized performance. It will give you more data sources. Active and renegotiated offer employment agreement events. This reporting data source gives you access to all offers and employment agreement that are in progress, approved or in negotiate. Basically, we don't need this thing, I think, because these are the in progress offers. Let me look into candidate. Then this would be fine candidates. Because we are going to fetch the data from the candidate's offer event. And we cannot take worker, we have to take candidate only. Job application office status. the offer status of the latest job application in the offer. I think this might help you a little bit. A job application offer status that we are already looking into. But let me check this business object and see which all fields will come. Offer this not much. Let me just check with this. All of them are blank. Maybe there's some issue in the data source which we have selected. I think it is still fetching in the candidates as the workers. It is not fetching in the data. We have to look, we have to do a lot of trials and testing, and only then a report gets created, which then would further be used to move dashboard. What did this created moment? I haven't used this one created moment, created moment, created moment for your offer. What time the offer was created? Day of creation. because they're looking for something, I think, by 2022. I don't understand the whole requirement. While to get it. Since we have used the find candidate, we cannot change it. But try testing it with Worker for HCMM reporting as the data source. And it might give you an idea. But the best would be to first look out in the community. I think this is a very common requirement from the clients. You will get not necessarily the condition which they have shared, but something similar you'll get. I'll also try to search in my client's tenant. Then comes the second sourcing strategies. Measures the impact of recruiting short. Some strategies with it. Again, I think this would be present in the GMS tenant. No, this is different. Maybe source for a report. This is one thing. Like it is telling you, like wait. These are the various sources in the tenant. And this is how they have performed. Like for website, corporate website, 14 people were sourced from here. And this is the percentage of the source effectiveness. This is how it is. But let me check your requirement. Sourcing strategies basically is again checking the impact of recruiting strategy and market landscape, determine ROI of tools, where to invest resources. They're indirectly checking the source of productivity, know how it is measured. Here they are talking about how many people came into the system, how many candidates came through these sources, then how many interviews were conducted and hires. These would be indirectly the filters on the report flow, interview and hires. If I look into the count, I could see the candidate stage, company, job break, manager, recruiter and source. See diversity reporters there. Try to show them the standard reports first, right? See male and female distribution, ethnicity management level. This report looks very nice, right? Employee population trained by gender, people manager proportion. Then there are a lot of others as well, I think. Then diversity of gender by management level, ethnicity, age group, location. Quarterly diversity metrics are also there. And diversity include both the race and gender, both. Like the different type of employees we have. Different type of employees could be on the basis of gender also. And even like the LGBTQ. That percentage also. Nowadays, companies are branding themselves with the percentage of these people. All this age management level, everything. Sorry the differences. A slate like specifically used for just a second. See, these are the reports for diversity. There are 6 in the system. The standard reports. These are the standard reports. This calculates all these data, the candidate's distribution, the person, gender, weight. Now what you're saying? There was these slates and the slates. Diversity slates, I think would be these only gender ethnicity management level. All these things, I feel. And on the right side of the same requirement, they says how it measured is like slates 50% female, 20% diverse interview, panel 100%. I don't understand why the interview comes here. Diversity slates and interview panels. They are also looking into the interview panels, like how the interview panels are also set. Whether are we including the all kind of genders or are we only including male people for the interview? That kind of measurement is also done. Right. Show them all these diversity reports. First of all, how do you quickly know which one is standard report and which one is custom? You just look at it and then you know. No. Workday standard report is the task. We have to mention the category or we can just skip it also. And the count would be too much. That's why it's loading. For 9 to 8 items are seat provided by Workday, and here's the report domain. We cannot put filter here other than the category, I think. Just take an export of it in Excel and then try to search. The name would be searchable. Then you can search it here by just with that particular name. In the Excel format, we can search it. I just downloaded it now. Click on it, download it, and this is how it will come. You can put in the filter. This, you can do it for each and every report also, like just search for any repository. If you have where all the reports, custom reports for your company are extracted and put in, even on community also, just search for such kind of zip files where all the reports are present. Just talk them about the interview panel. Like what it means. Like, do you want equal proportion of females and males in the interview, or what? Ask them also the requirement. Then open an aging requisition. I think there would be something related to this. This look like similar to sourcing strategies. Job aging is like when it was created and how much time it took to fill the candidate or how many of them are open still. That is here we have the report. Job acquisition. Just show them this report. They will ask you for any of these prompts if you want to look into, or they are not mandatory. I can just click on. It is giving the recruiter's detail. Like it is fetching in the detail based on the recruiters. You can show them this that it is based. It is on the basis of recruiter, or you can also even copy it and put a column here of job requisition names somewhere. And this is a matrix report. No, it is not a matrix. It's a standard report, but you need to copy it in order to make changes. This standard report can be only converging into advanced report, or you can change, like if I want to make matrix report from here. Just copy and I think the type would be the same. Show them this, or just have an idea of how this has been created and create for your own. You see how it is written? Or the job you can. It's a matrix report. We can only change the data source. See, like it is fetching in the detail based on the recruiter. If we can add a job rec, because then let's see all the possible group by field. They have requirement new 0 to 60 days, aging 60 to 90 days and old 90 plus. We're based on now. You can create it on the basis of job records. Then I will filter. Just try to play around with this. Then your last is candidate hiring manager, experience measures, or perception of process and execution. What it means. Perception of personal education, like how they perceive the process and how actually executed candidate hiring manager experience. Basically, They are looking into the feedback. Perception of process and execution. That's very weird. Say Net Promoter Score and PI. This is another new term. What they are? All tricks. It is only related to interview. Generally, we have the feedback steps that could only be included in the interview. BP. But we can just roll out them a survey or a questionnaire and they can fill in the response. And then for that particular survey or questionnaire, we can have the responses being prepared. It's like you can have the ratings only in the survey. You can create such kind of question, or in the questionnaire you can have only like the rating related questions. And then the responses could be checked in on those questionnaires. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.